When I first started playing Fortnite, I thought it would be easy to get 240 FPS with an RTX 3060. I mean, just look at the game. No shadows, no reflections, 240 FPS should be light work for this GPU. And on top of that, the RTX 3060 in this laptop can chew through any AAA game in 1080p high settings. But I quickly learned that Fortnite is just one of those games that have unstable and low FPS no matter what you do. And I don't know about you, but I'm lazy and broke. So I'm not going to buy a new laptop, and I'm not going to spend hours optimizing it either. So that left me with one last option. Download every FPS pack until I get 500 FPS. This should be easy. Just download FPS packs until you get 500 FPS is what you would think if you were stupid. The thing is, every YouTuber and TikToker just can't stop lying. The only way you're ever gonna get a 1000 FPS boost is if you buy a Ryzen 4070. The Avengers had a 1 in 14,605 chance of defeating Thanos, which is still a better chance than I have at gaining even 1% more FPS by downloading one of these packs. But as we saw in Endgame, somehow the Avengers won, so maybe we could pull off a miracle too. Because it's so impossible to actually find anything remotely useful on the internet, and even after finding these packs, most of them have 8,000 viruses, so I might literally break my laptop. Not only that, I am also a full-time student. I'm cooked, bruh. I got 8 tests to study for. But instead, I'm here trying to chase a number on a computer that I don't even use. But do you know what I do use all the time? Today's sponsor, ExitLag. It's an app that drops and stabilizes your ping in thousands of different games by optimizing your routes to the game servers. And you know it's legit when there's a clip of Peterbot sharing his ExitLag settings when he's not even sponsored. To get a free trial, all you have to do is use the link in the description, and you don't even need to put in your credit card information. Your free trial starts the second you make an account, and once you have it open, all you have to do is select your game and you're good to go. In Fortnite Reload, my ping dropped from 27 to 22, and in Battle Royale, it went from 20 to 10. And when I had 2 subscribers, I tried my best to find free versions of ExitLag, but none of them compared to the results I got from this gaming VPN. And the best part is that it's even cheaper now that there are multiplayer plans where you can share your account with up to 5 people. So your whole Fortnite squad can start quad editing like some absolute demons. So get a free trial with my link in the description and join the hundreds of people who started using ExitLag just because of these videos. Anyways, I'm kind of in a rush, so let's get right back into getting 500 FPS on my laptop by downloading some FPS packs. I did a fresh install of Windows to get rid of my old optimizations and installed everything I needed. And with no optimizations, we are getting a very inconsistent 230 FPS, which sounds pretty decent until you realize we are rendering nothing but the empty sky. So to reach the goal of 500 FPS, we're gonna have to get more than double of what we have now. However, as an experienced laptop user, I know a really simple trick, which is literally just connecting my laptop to my monitor, and that bypasses something called NVIDIA Optimus and gives us the single biggest FPS boost of this entire video, putting us over the 400 FPS mark. But if you've ever tried optimizing your computer before, you know squeezing out that last bit of FPS is the hardest part, so getting 500 FPS would still be a pretty tough challenge. And now all we need to do is look for some FPS packs to download, and because I'm an optimization YouTuber, it only makes sense to look for these optimizations on YouTube. So I went onto YouTube and searched up FPS packs, and the first Fortnite related video came from a guy named EXM. You guys might remember him from last week's video, but the rest of the FPS packs that I'll be trying later in this video will come from people that I've never looked into before. I just wanted to start off with his packs because his video was the first one I saw, and also his packs have basically never disappointed me. He has a Google Drive download linked in his Discord, so immediately I knew I wasn't going to get any viruses on my computer, as Google does a full scan of every file you download, so that gets a thumbs up from me. However, something different happened this time, in the worst possible way, and this would set us back so far on our journey to 500 FPS. If we rewind to last week, I accidentally forgot to disable some of my services, and little did I know I dodged a bullet. We all know that uninstalling apps and disabling services that we don't understand is a bad move because it is very easy to remove a core part of your computer and cause it to stop working. Although he had a warning telling us to leave antivirus, CMD, and NA services alone, apparently there were still more services that I should not have disabled, and this led to everyone's worst nightmare: the blue screen of death. So I let my PC restart into 2 more blue screens, and by let I mean my laptop did it by itself and I couldn't do anything about it. Thankfully, after the second blue screen, it restarted into recovery mode. Last time this happened to me was over a year ago, and it took me and my dad over 40 minutes to troubleshoot until we could get everything back. But this time I made a restore point just before applying the optimizations, so I used the restore point and everything was good again. for about 30 minutes until I fricked up again. And you might be thinking, how the hell do you make the same mistake twice in a row? You are literally an optimization YouTuber. You're supposed to be smart. Well, the thing is, it's low-key hard to diagnose the problem if you don't know the problem. And if you've been keeping up with me, which you probably haven't because I have 2.5 subscribers, I don't know how half a person subscribed to me. Maybe Hasbullah subscribed to me. I didn't know this little man watched Fortnite videos, but basically I'm a stupid dumbass, so expect me to blue screen my laptop 6 more times later in this video. Let's just move on to FPS pack number 2. So I searched Fortnite FPS pack, scrolled a bit further, and came across a channel called KHYX. All these PC YouTubers gotta make the most randomest name out of the most random combination of letters, bruh. So I sorted through the comments a little bit, and it looks like he's getting comment bombed by a bunch of people just saying it doesn't work. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but unfortunately, I think I should have just listen to the comments. Upon clicking his link, it brings us to social-unlock.com, and initially it doesn't seem that bad until it gives you 5,000 pop-ups, 5,000 ads, and forces you to download Opera GX. After the website tried to force me to download Opera GX 6 times, it finally brought me to Mediafire, where I would finally be able to download KHYX's pack. And this might have been the most confusing set of folders I've ever looked at. There's 2 number 3s, it skips 5, and there's 2 unnumbered folders. Someone needs to take this man to school and teach him how to count. It goes 1, 2... Yeah, no, counting is a lot harder than I thought. So you know what? I'll give him the pass for now. Even if I had more than 0 IQ, I still would not understand this pack. So I watched through the entire video. And apart from the intro, this man did not say a single word. I just had to look and try and keep up because this man is literally the Flash when it comes to opening folders. And you might remember a few minutes ago, I said that I didn't know the cause of the blue screen. And you guessed it. I disabled too many services yet again, causing another blue screen. However, there's one thing that the restore point cannot do, and that's resetting your registry editor. And because of the registry editor tweaks, we still gained a noticeable amount of frames, despite the fact that we system restored my computer. And now you might think, ooh, 20 FPS boost. But this took me 4 hours, bruh. I started at like 3 p.m. and it's 7 p.m. now. 4 hours for 20 FPS. Let's do some simple math real quick. For every hour of my life, let's say it's worth about minimum wage, which is 17 Canadian dollars per hour, which means that I basically wasted $68 to get 20 FPS. Let's just move on to day 2, which hopefully will be the final day of this challenge. 3 days later, we're back in business. I'm taking the laptop back off the shelf and getting back to work. I searched for Fortnite FPS packs again and came across a channel that I recognized from my comment section. Right off the bat, I just assumed they were shady, but just like EXM tweaks, they have a Discord server with a Google Drive download link. And honestly, I'm super impressed because on VirusTotal, it has 0 flags. And usually I trust softwares with less than 5 or 10 flags even, so 0 is just kind of insane. Unlike the previous FPS pack, this wasn't just a folder and actually had a proper installation. But the really weird thing is that it looks exactly like GearUp Booster. The entire UI looks the same, even though they do 2 completely different things. But honestly, this app was exactly what I was looking for because it does every optimization off of 1 click. And the results were surprisingly impressive. Yesterday, it took us 4 hours to gain 20 FPS, and today we gained another 20 FPS by clicking 1 button. And finally, after turning off my OBS recordings, we did it. We got over 500 FPS. And not only that, we also got consistent 200 FPS while free building, so that was definitely a success. But maybe 500 FPS isn't enough, so if you want to see me optimize my PC until I get 1000 FPS, watch this video next.